Hotseat tonight. I want to give away $1 million. Have a lot of fun. We've got a ripping audience in ready to go, yeah? 6 great contestants. Let's get stuck into the action and see if we can win a whole lot of money tonight. In seat number 1, we have an opera singer. Christina Russo has played Julia Gillard in an operatic parody. Megan Bell sleepwalked into her host family's parents' bedroom, fell asleep on their bed. Matt Amory and his wife booked themselves by mistake onto a Chinese-speaking tour bus. Peter Gibson was sent flying when a circus elephant headbutted him. At primary school, Dean Tierney thought that when boys grew up, they turned into girls. And Jude Barnes met Prince Charles and Princess Diana after the Ash Wednesday bushfires. Good on you, Jude. Come on, Christina, let's go. 27-year-old Christina Russo's from Coburg in Victoria. Paul's her dad up the back. G'day, Paul.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you, buddy?
I'm really good.
That's the way. Christina, opera singer with Victorian Opera. Can we ask you to sing something for us?
I wasn't prepared at all, Eddie.
No.
Oh, okay. If
Yeah. Come on, what have you got for us? What's the piece?
This is Quando Menvo, which is from La Bohème, probably the most famous opera, I think, hopefully.
That'll do.
Okay.
Wow, there you go. Never ceases to amaze me, the wonderful voice and the sound that you can get. Well done, Christina. Now, tell me about your grandfather at 99 years of age when you graduated with your Master of Music. He was so proud. Put an ad in the paper, did he?
He did. He was really fixated on the idea that I'd get to have letters at the end of my name because I did a Master, and it didn't even occur to me. And he said, what would the letters be at the end of your name, Christina?
Who's your grandfather? Don Corleone, is it?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
But he was obsessed with it, and so he spent 2 days holed up at home with arthritis, handwriting an advertisement for my singing teaching services in the newspaper.
Ah, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
So proud. Hey, Paul, how proud are you? And aren't you glad you forked out for those singing lessons?
I am very much so, Eddie.
Good on you. Must just bring you endless joy listening to your beautiful daughter.
It does.
You ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Let's play Hot Seat. Go. $100. The acronym CCTV stands for what television? A, closed chain. B, closed caption. C, closed circuit. D, corn chip.
Okay, well, I can rule out corn chip. Lock in C, closed circuit, please.
C, closed circuit is in and correct for $100. Surveillance cameras, in other words, $200. A traditional nursery rhyme is Peter, Peter, what eater? A, pumpkin. B, pudding. C, potato. D, paleo.
I actually don't know this nursery rhyme. I want to say pumpkin eater.
I'll say it then.
All right, lock in A, pumpkin.
All right, it's locked in. Oh,
Pudding.
I'm joking. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater's correct for $200. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell and there he kept her very well. $300. Which of these is not an Australian Olympic medalist in diving? A, Matthew Mitcham. B, Chantel Newbery. C, Melissa Wu. D, Eileen Dover.
Look, I really have no idea about diving, so I think I'm going to have to pass.
You sure? Have a look at it.
Oh, wait, Matthew Mitchell.
Which one's not?
A pass.
Say a bye. You freaked out with the diving.
I did.
Sit over there and have a laugh in a few seconds' time, okay? Hi, Megan, how are you?
Hi, Eddie. How are you?
Well, a nice easy one to roll into here. Have you had time to just digest what we're doing here?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Megan Bell is a personal training studio business owner from Belgrave in Victoria, 43 years of age. Partner's Lizzie up the back there. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell me about the training studio.
Yeah, my parents owned a gym and some squash courts when I was a kid, and I sort of got inspired to, I don't know, do my own thing, and I went out there and I did a business course and started the business about 9 years ago, and it's still going strong.
Yeah, now I'm going to ask you the question because you know the answer, but I want to come back because you're being a little bit modest about your parents owning a squash centre.
Yeah.
Because you went on and was a reasonable squash player yourself.
Yep.
When I say reasonable, how about a champion squash player? But we'll come back to that in a second, Megan. Which of these is not an Australian Olympic medalist in diving? Matthew Mitchum, Chantel Newbury, Melissa Wu, or Eileen Dover?
National TV.
6 seconds, lock one in.
Locking D, Eddie.
Thank goodness for that. Wouldn't that have been funny if you were sitting there laughing?
No, it would have been funny.
We're laughing at Christina. That would have been the ultimate, wouldn't it? $300 correct. Eileen Dover. Matthew Mitchum won the gold in 2008, Chantel in 2004, and Melissa Wu silver in 2008 with Bryony Cole in the synchronised platform. We're going to take a break and come back and play for $1 million right after this. Welcome back to the Millionaire Hotseat. Let's get to know Megan Bell. Megan, we mentioned that you've got a personal training studio these days, but after finishing Year 12, you left Melbourne to go to Brisbane to play squash at the Australian Institute of Sport. Jeff Hunt running the show at that stage, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Jeff Hunt, of course, one of the greatest sportsmen Australia's ever produced. What was it like being trained by one of the greatest, well, arguably the greatest squash player of all time, with probably alongside Jahangir Khan?
Yeah, I mean, I was really lucky. My coach in Melbourne was Len Stewart. He was my principal coach. But, you know, I was lucky to have Jeff Hunt, Heather Mackay, and Ken Hisco, all there in that year that I was there.
They were just the greats of Australian squash. Heather Mackay, of course, was unbeaten in international sport for the best part of 20 years, and just an absolute superstar. And Ken Hisco, another of the great names of Australian sport. The squash was just massive in those days, in the 70s. And
yeah, it was huge. And like growing up, you know, I couldn't get onto the squash courts until either really late at night or sort of, you know, really early for 5 minutes. And I just got really immersed in it. And I learnt when I was about 13, I overheard Sarah Fitzgerald saying that she was going overseas to play squash. And I'm like, you can do that? And I did it. So
Sarah Fitzgerald, another world champion from Australia. And of course, Jeff Hunt playing one of the all-time great games against Jonah Barrington to win the Australian Open, which was regarded as almost war. It was like Ali versus Fraser on a squash court at Albert Park in Melbourne. Anyway, I could talk about it all day, but we won't. Let's get on with the show. $500 question, Megan. Which of these car brands has a model called a Cooper? A, Proton. B, Daihatsu. C, Mini. D, Lexus. Can pass.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
I'm going to have to pass on this one.
Proton Cooper, Daihatsu Cooper, Mini Cooper, Lexus Cooper.
I'm going to pass.
See you later. Bye, Megan. Matt Amory from Wangwarren in Victoria. 36 years of age, teacher of media studies at Woodlands Primary School. What do you teach primary school kids about media?
We have green screens, we have radio rooms, we have iPads, lots of really cool stuff.
How good's that?
A little news program in the morning. The kids love it.
That is unbelievable.
It's
we used to
fantastic.
just watch Behind the News on the ABC.
That's about it.
That was about it. It was a good show too, wasn't it?
It's a great show.
Hey, Matt, Leanne is your wife of 12 years. Kai is 9, Caitlin 7, Sophie 5, Samuel 2.
Yep.
4 of them would keep you busy.
Yeah, got my work cut out.
And just for good measure, you go to school and look after other kids.
Yeah, the principal seems to think they go to my school. The principal seems to think we're keeping the enrolments up. So
exactly.
Yeah,
good on you, Matt. Hey, which of these car brands has a model called Cooper? Proton, Daihatsu, Mini, Lexus.
I'm reasonably confident, Eddie, that it's C. So I'd like to lock in C, please.
C, the Mini Cooper is correct for $500. $1,000. Let's go for $1,000. A 2015 film starring Eddie Redmayne is The What Girl? A, Finnish. B, Swedish. C, Danish. D, Norwegian.
Oh, I'm not sure about this one, Eddie.
10 seconds.
Finnish, Danish, Swedish, Norwegian. Got no idea, Eddie. I might have to pass.
See you later, Matt.
Thank
Catch you soon.
Cheers.
Hey, Pete. How you going, pal? Good, mate. Pete Gibson from East Warburton, Victoria, 52 years of age, a truck driver and a loader with Cameron Interstate Transport. Lee is your wife for 14 years. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Eddie. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show. Braden is 17, Phoebe is 10. How's things, mate?
Pretty good, yeah.
What's happening in the trucking industry these days?
We're pretty constant. Some companies are not so constant.
Pete, let's go. Let's mend that broken heart. A 2015 film starring Eddie Redmayne is the what girl? Finnish, Swedish, Danish, Norwegian.
Like I say, Eddie, I have absolutely no idea, so I'm just going to take a stab and we'll lock in B.
The Swedish girl is locked in.
No idea.
It's the Danish girl. Yeah, loosely based on the lives of artists Lily Elba and Gerda Wegner. Redmayne was nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars in 2016. Oh, I'm sorry, mate.
Hey, Eddie.
All the best. See you, buddy. See you, Pete. Dean Tierney from Baldwin, 21 years of age, a commercial pilot and a flight instructor. Mate, you don't look old enough to even hand out the drinks far less be the flight instructor. How long have you been flying for?
Started in 2014.
Yeah.
Graduated end of last year.
Good on you.
And just got a job this year.
You got a job teaching?
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you one thing before we get to the question? Yeah. You once tried to place a bet on an AFL game. This is fantastic. You'd never put a bet on before, didn't know how to do it.
No.
But you looked at the phone number at the bottom there and you rang it up and said, right, OK, I want to put a bet on. Who had you rung?
I'd rung Gamblers Helpline.
The Gamblers Helpline is not to help you put a bet on. It's to stop you putting a bet on, not get yourself into trouble.
Yeah. They weren't very amused.
No, they weren't. What they think? They reckon you were winding them up.
The lady said, "You think this is a joke, do you? See you later."
And she hung up on
Yeah.
you. Dean, let's go for 10 questions for $250,000.
Let's go.
That's magnificent. The Gamblers Helpline. All right, here we go for $1,000. Which of these is a term for a narrow body of water? A, sound. B, noise. C, whisper. D, yell.
I have no idea.
Narrow body of water. Be on your maps.
I'm thinking it might be whisper.
You can pass.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye. Hello, Judy Barnes.
I'm Jude.
Jude.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jude.
That's okay.
Hey, Jude.
Hi, Ed.
How you going?
Good.
Point Cook, Victoria, first aid trainer, self-employed.
Yep.
54 years of age.
Yep.
Rory's your husband. G'day, Rory.
G'day, Eddie.
Hey, I love the shirt there, buddy.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd inspire Jude.
Yeah, all right. Is that going to inspire you, Jude?
Absolutely. I
Well,
think he wants a tropical holiday.
That's what we're looking for, I reckon. Hey, Jude, I love this that you say your proudest moments when one of your first aid students calls to say they saved somebody's life.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
must be so gratifying.
Oh, it's tear-jerking. It really
Yeah.
is, yeah. Well, that's what we both do. We train first aid. We've done it for a long time.
Yeah.
In fact, we train the AFL footy clubs first
Yeah.
aid to the rookie players here in Melbourne every year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a heck of a thing to do. We love it.
It's wonderful. All right,
Yeah.
let's go, Jude. Which of these is a term for a narrow body of water? Sound, noise, whisper, yell.
I'm pretty sure it's sound, so I'm going to lock in A.
I'll lock it in for you. It is definitely sound for $1,000. 9 questions to go for $250,000 and we'll do it right after the break in the hot seat. Welcome back to the hot seat. Jude Barnes is ready to go. 9 questions for $250,000. Good luck, Jude. For $1,500, here it comes.
Okay.
If someone is crumping, what are they doing? A, cooking. B, dancing. C, studying. D, complaining. Crumping.
I don't think it's cooking. I really don't know.
Can you knock any out?
Well, I don't think it's cooking. I don't think it's studying. I'd say it's probably dancing.
10 seconds. You want to have a go?
Can you give me a clue?
No.
Oh. Come on in.
6, 5.
All right, lock in B, dancing.
Lock in dancing. Correct for $1,500. Type of street dancing known as clown dancing as well, popularised in the 90s.
Yeah, something I'm really familiar
I was
with.
going to say, I think something that we both might have missed along the way there, Jude. $2,500. A style of artwork characterised by geometric shapes. Op art is short for what art? A. Opposing. B. Optional. C. Opaque. D. Optical.
Well, I think that's D, optical. So I'm
Locked
going
in.
to lock in D.
It's in. It's right for $2,500. Popularised in the 1960s, uses abstract shapes and patterns in contrasting shades and colours to produce optical effects. $4,000. Come on, Jude, let's keep going. The Los Angeles Dodgers are a professional US team in which sport? A. Roller derby. B. Gridiron. C. Basketball. D. Baseball.
Well, you know, I lived in the US for 10 years, so I hope I know this one. D, baseball.
Lock in D. Baseball. The LA Dodgers, correct for $4,000. LA Dodgers, originally the Brooklyn Dodgers, then moved west, of course, from Brooklyn and New York
Someone
over to...
bought them, didn't they?
What's that?
Somebody brought them.
Yeah, I think at one stage Rupert Murdoch might have bought them, and it's been sold a couple of times. In fact, the last time it was sold, they got put on the block because the owner was getting divorced from his wife, and she
remember that.
really drove the hard bargain. He had
Yeah.
to sell his baseball team.
Yeah,
Sold it for a song.
I remember that.
Hey, what were we doing in America?
Well, my husband got offered a job over there, so we went, let's have an adventure. So we took our 3 kids and off we went.
Yeah.
And we went for 3 years on a working visa and ended up staying for nearly 10.
What were you doing over there, Rory?
I was selling art for a little while, and then I was working with American Red Cross, doing some work with them.
Good stuff. And your son is still over there?
He is, yeah.
Spencer?
He married an American, yep.
He's 27,
Yep.
Ellie's 21, Harvey's 14.
That's right, yeah.
Right,
Spread out, huh?
I keep looking up at Rory and seeing that shirt and thinking, we've got to get you a holiday.
I know.
All right, $6,000 question. Here it comes. Which of these South American countries has a coastline on both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea? A. Colombia. B. Peru. C. Ecuador. D. Brazil.
Well, having lived in Florida, I'm thinking that's A, Colombia.
Lock it in?
Yep, lock it in.
In. Correct for $6,000. 5 in a row, Jude.
Lucky, wasn't it?
Going well. You got a couple of you forehand there. Just where you lived in America for a while. Peru and Ecuador on the Pacific Ocean, Brazil on the Atlantic Ocean. All right, we're going to take a break. We're in the home stretch. 5 contestants. Everyone can win money, big money, with $250,000 still on the board when we return after this. Stretch tonight in the Millionaire Hot Seat. Jude Barnes is playing beautifully. 5 answers in a row. 5 more will get you $250,000. Just start again.
Okay.
Just start again. Don't worry about that. Doesn't make any difference. If you know the answer, you'll get there. $10,000 question. A UNESCO World Heritage Site. Where is the Giant's Causeway located? A. England. B. Northern Ireland. C. Canada. D. Scotland.
I don't know. I know that in North America and in Canada, they love building causeways, big long ones. So I'm going to go with my gut and go with C, Canada.
Lock in C, Canada?
Lock in C, Canada.
It's locked in. No, you're miles away this time. Northern Ireland is the Giant's Causeway. Yeah, it's extra natural. It features unusual geometric basalt rock formations. Crowd's gone mad here. What's going on? You got relatives in the audience or something, haven't you?
No.
Boom, I'm going to get stoned down here. It's not my fault. Hey, Jude, you played really well.
Thank you
Someone's
very
going to win a lot of money. Thank you. Come on, Christina Russo. The opera singer from Victorian Opera. Have you got something else for me?
Oh, Oh, let me win some money and then I'll sing some more for
Oh,
you.
come on, sing for your supper.
I'm already mortified about my faux pas before with Eileen Dover.
Eileen Dover.
I can't make any more. I can't make any more national TV faux pas anymore.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about
I'll
it. What you say is that it was your perfect strategy to get
That's
back
right. That's
in
right.
position to win $100,000.
That's right. What I will say is that it feels completely different when you're down here and you can't read properly. It's terrifying.
All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
Concentrate. Right,
That's right.
Christina?
Yep.
$10,000 question. Here it comes. Native to northern Africa and the Sahara, the large-eared fennec is a type of what? A, bear, B, fox, C, owl, D, lizard.
Northern Africa and the Sahara. I'm going to rule out fox.
Large-eared fennec.
I want to say lizard.
Large-eared fennec.
Fennec.
10,
I want to say lizard just because I think it would be a warmer
6,
climate. Lock in D, lizard.
large-eared fennec. Lock in.
Yes.
In goes the lizard. No, it's the fox, Christina.
Oh, no.
It's a small fox. Lizards don't have any ears.
Oh, God. I'm doing so well today.
I'm going to buy you a lizard and call it Eileen Dover and give it to you.
Thank you.
Just so
Thank
you never,
so
ever
much,
forget your
Eddie.
moment here. No,
I will
absolutely.
never forget this moment. This has been spectacular.
Have you got anything to sing on the way out the door?
No, I'm gonna be too sad.
What about time to say goodbye?
I probably could sing that.
Yeah, you could. Anyway, Christina, thanks for being part of the show.
Pleasure.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you, Eddie.
See ya. Thanks, Christina. Right, Megan. Let's go. Megan Bell, personal trainer, former squash champion. Parents owned, which squash centre did you own?
The old Bennettswood.
Bennettswood in Melbourne.
Yep.
I used to
Burwood
play
Highway.
at Bennettswood in Melbourne once upon a time.
Yep.
Fantastic down there. All right, Megan, let's go. 3 questions to go for $50,000. Everyone's in play. Who stars as Moses in Ridley Scott's 2014 film Exodus, Gods and Kings? A, Joel Edgerton. B, Leonardo DiCaprio. C, Russell Crowe. D, Christian Bale.
Oh dear, I haven't seen the film. It's interesting that we've got 2 Australians in there, and Christian Bale, he was in Batman. Who looks more like Moses? I suppose you can go to makeup for that.
Moses, Exodus, Gods and Kings, 2014. 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's a bit of a guess here, but I'm thinking maybe stick with the Australians. I think I'll lock in A, Joel Edgerton.
Lock it in with a second on the clock. Nah, it's not this time, Megan. That's Christian Bale.
Ah, okay. Not to worry.
Yeah, Joel's in it. He's the Egyptian pharaoh Ramses.
Yeah.
But no, not on this occasion, Christian Bale. Hey, good luck with
No
everything you're
worries.
doing. Thanks,
Thank you.
Megan. Good on you. Come on, Matt. Get this right, I'll give you 1,000, and then you're going to have a crack at 20 grand. If you get it wrong, Dean, you're up for $10,000. Matt Amory, who is a teacher from Langwarrin in Victoria. Leanne's your wife. 4 kids at home.
Correct.
4 under the age of 9. You deserve a holiday, I reckon, or more to the point, Leanne deserves a
She
holiday.
deserves a holiday. She's at home today looking after them.
Exactly, as she always does. Let's go for 10,000. The author of the 1937 self-help book Think and Grow Rich was Napoleon who? A, Purtis, B, Hill, C, Zervis, D, the 14th. Think and Grow Rich, 1937.
Rich. It's a hard one, Eddie. I'm thinking it's probably not the 14th. Think and Grow Rich was Napoleon who? I'm thinking A or C. I'm not
10
sure.
seconds.
We might have to lock in C, Eddie.
Locked in.
Lock it in.
Napoleon Zervis. It's not Napoleon the 14th. It's not Napoleon Purtis. He's the makeup guy. But it's Napoleon Hill. Hill, yeah. He's a bestseller. Napoleon Purtis is the Australian cosmetics entrepreneur. Napoleon Zervis was the Greek general. And Napoleon 14th was a singer in the 1960s.
There you go.
So, Matt, you missed by one. Sorry, buddy. Well
Thanks, Eddie.
played. Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
Thank you.
Dino, well done, buddy. Dean, you've won $1,000. Joe's happy, he's clapping.
Fantastic.
There you go, thumbs up. But when you're in primary school, you thought when boys grew up they turned into girls. It always seemed to him that girls were a higher class. Well, you're probably right on that. What was going through
I
your
was hoping
mind?
you wouldn't bring this one up.
Yeah, well, I have.
Yeah, when I was in prep, people would always say ladies first, and there was a campaign against domestic violence against women.
Yeah.
So I just assumed that when you went through puberty, you turned from a guy into a girl.
Yeah.
And when I used to say, when I grow up and I become a girl, I want to be a pilot.
Right.
So I was planning to be a female pilot.
Right, but you ended up being a pilot. So you thought it was like a caterpillar. You become a more beautiful, higher life form.
Exactly right.
You go
yeah.
from male to
That's
female.
right.
Yeah, well, that makes sense to me, Dean.
I could still change.
I'm
but
digging you out of this at the moment.
I don't think I will.
Joe's looking concerned up the back there. Dean, we're going to take a break, go to the news break. When we come back, we're playing for $10,000. Dean Tierney's in the hot seat for $10,000. He wants to pay off his HEX fees, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, how much you got of those?
About 110,000.
What have you been studying?
Aviation.
Oh, well, of course, you've
Yeah.
got your aviation ticket, commercial pilot, you're doing flight instructing now. What do you want to end up doing? You want to fly the big birds?
I think I do one day.
Yeah.
But I really like teaching people at the moment, so I want to stick in instructing for a bit.
Good stuff. Joe, good luck to you too, mate.
Thanks, Eddie.
This is for $10,000. Which of these television characters is known by the alias Heisenberg? A. Don Draper. B. Rick Grimes. C. Walter White. D. Nucky Thompson.
I can't eliminate any of them. My gut is telling me that it's B or C, but that's just a stab in the dark.
Heisenberg. Don Draper, Rick Grimes, Walter White, Nucky Thompson. 10 seconds.
I'm going to switch. I'll lock in A, Don Draper.
5 seconds. Which one?
D.
Which one?
B. B.
Which
B,
one?
B, B.
Which
C,
one?
C.
Which one?
C.
No, you missed. Went round the board. You just missed. It was C, Walter White. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I've heard of it.
Oh, you
Never seen
haven't watched
No.
it? Oh, well, mate, do yourself a favour. You'll be all over Heisenberg there. Walter White, yeah. Oh, you missed by one, doesn't matter.
That's
but you
all
won
right.
$1,000. Well done, Dean.
Thank you.
Congratulations, mate. Dean and Tierney won $1,000. See you next time on the Millionaire Hot Seat. Good night, everyone. Tonight, I want to give away $1 million. Have a lot of fun. We've got a ripping audience in, ready to go. Yeah. 6 great contestants. Let's get stuck into the action and see if we can win a whole lot of money tonight. In seat number 1, we have an opera singer. Christina Russo has played Julia Gillard in an operatic parody. Megan Bell sleepwalked into her host family's parents' bedroom, fell asleep on their bed. Matt Amory and his wife booked themselves by mistake onto a Chinese-speaking tour bus. Peter Gibson was sent flying when a circus elephant headbutted him. At primary school, Dean Tierney thought that when boys grew up, they turned into girls. And Jude Barnes met Prince Charles and Princess Diana after the Ash Wednesday bushfires. Good on you, Jude. Come on, Christina, let's go. 27-year-old Christina Russo's from Coburg in Victoria. Paul's her dad up the back. G'day, Paul.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you, buddy?
I'm really good.
That's the way. Christina, opera singer with Victorian Opera. Can we ask you to sing something for us?
I wasn't prepared at all, Eddie.
No.
Okay. If you
Yeah. Come on, what have you got for us? What's the piece?
This is Quando Menvo, which is from La Bohème, probably the most famous opera. I think Ripley.
That'll do.
Okay. Quando menvo soletta per la via, la gente sosta e mira.
Wow, there you go. Never ceases to amaze me, the wonderful voice and the sound that you can get. Well done, Christina. Now, tell me about your grandfather at 99 years of age when you graduated with your Master of Music. He was so proud. Put an ad in the paper, did he?
He did. He was really fixated on the idea that I'd get to have letters at the end of my name because I did a master, and it didn't even occur to me. And he said, "What would the letters be at the end of your name, Christina?"
Who's your grandfather? Don Corleone, isn't it?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
But he was obsessed with it, and so he spent 2 days holed up at home with arthritis, handwriting an advertisement